Hi, my name is Emily and I'm a registered nurse. I've been a nurse since 2013 and I started in California in Los Angeles. I worked as a med-surg nurse on the floor. That was my first job at a small hospital in Hollywood. And then I got floated to the ICU where I stayed for about 2 years there, and also started doing a little bit of aftercare in the hospital, taking care of transgender reassignment patients. Like directly after surgery, they had like a little suite there and I was the charge nurse there and I took care of the patients. And that's where it kind of sparked my aftercare interest. So my friend was working in a plastic surgery center and they needed a nurse. So he asked me if I wanted to come over and they would train me. And I was like, always kind of was curious about plastic surgery. So I figured I'd give it a shot. And then that started my adventure in like Beverly Hills, LA area doing plastic surgery. And then from there, I worked with so many plastic surgeons. My list is very long. A lot of the surgeons here know me very well. And then I noticed when I was doing that, there was a lack of care like after surgery. Like we often sent patients home after surgery. They were still pretty out of it, and their caregiver was there, and then you'd give them their instructions and they seemed very overwhelmed, and then they didn't understand. It's like, oh my God, they were so scared to kind of take care of their loved one and listen to all these lists of instructions, and like no one was going home with them to kind of help them. I just felt bad just like cutting the care at the surgery center and just leaving them like that at home. So I felt like there was a really big gap there, and that's what got me into starting my own aftercare service, taking care of patients after surgery. So that way it kind of smooths the transition from surgery center to like your healing journey. Especially the first 24 hours is always the roughest. So for me, like it's really important for me to like have my patient be taken care of, for those first 24 hours by like a professional nurse. I think that's really important.